Hey, fam, it's your man Dante the Dark Knight here with my co-host with the co-most, Pat Sandlin, and it's our annual schedule prediction show where we go through the schedule game by game and predict what we think the outcome would be. Even though the roster is not set in stone yet, we know Howie still has time to make roster changes, but we're going to go off the information we have now, the roster that we have now. We've been doing it the past 7 years we've been doing this?
Seven, 8 years.
And Pat's going to brag a little later on about how his results turned out last year. But I had a pretty successful year, the Super Bowl year. But we'll get all that, and we have some not special guests, our regular guests. Our regular hosts will be here joining us a little later, and that's what we're going to be doing today. So, Pat, how's it been going, man? We've been off. It's the summer schedule. I can barely catch up with you guys. I think they have written in their contracts they just get lost during the off season. So they're not obligated. It's not in. I didn't put it in their clauses. They don't have to be here in the off season. So they take liberty. It's like they don't report to the voluntary OTAs. They don't report to the voluntary off season shows. That's why we don't see them, Pat and Michelle, in the summertime. But how you been, Pat?
I've been good, man. I've been real busy. That now I'm not a head of organization on a pass. I can sit back and kind of relax. But my DJ schedule has picked up, so I've been very, very busy DJing around the country now. Believe it or not. But besides that, man, I'm itching, man. I feel like I was watching this team come with the OTAs and reading the talk about Jordan Davis. I'm excited, man. I'm excited for this year. I'm excited for how he brought into this organization, for what we lost last year. To turn the page, to get ready for this year. I'm just ready to start. I'm just ready to start. I'm good though.
That's what's up. So what have you heard about Jordan Davis? What's exciting you about what you heard about Jordan Davis?
Well, first things first, we got to take a shot before I can tell you that.
All right. Okay. All right. Hold on. I'm still sharing. Hold on. I'm trying to get you to talk so I can do that. But all right. He's going to rush me.
Yes,
Look,
I
this
am.
is the behind the scene things that go on. I have to share the show. All right. Here we go. All right. So, all right. Looking at my people in the room. All right. People getting in the room now. Yes, we're going to go game by game, guys, and get this prediction. You guys tell me what you think off the top of your head. Look, Tony Barron already has one. I'm not going to say it yet. All right, here's one of ours. Oh, my goodness, here she is. Wow. I almost don't recognize her. It's been a long time. What's her name again? What's her name?
Michelle. Yes, we hear you.
Michelle, yeah, that's
Am
right.
I too loud? Because I couldn't tell.
Oh, no, you're good.
You're good.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Hi,
I told him
guys.
it's not they don't report the voluntary OTAs. My co-hosts don't report the voluntary off-season shows. It's not in the contract.
This off season has been a doozy for me.
Yes.
Well, we're glad to have you here tonight as we go over the schedule game by game, get our predictions. But first, Pat has reminded me that it's time to do shots. I'm not doing the shot.
I made a little bit of vodka cranberry lemonade. So
I like that.
All right. I got a shot. I'm on a health kick. So I got fresh juice, through the juicer.
okay.
I don't even know what concoction this is. I usually do a beet juice, lemon, and ginger with turmeric. But my wife made this, so I don't know what's in it.
You know what's really good? Lemonade, ginger lemonade is really good too.
Oh yeah,
Homemade,
we've been
fresh pressed.
experimenting
Okay.
with a lot of juices here. I'm getting healthy here.
I see.
Blood pressure is down. It's good. Everything is great. So here we go, everybody.
Okay.
Pat is doing the Jameson
My blood pressure
Irish
is-
whiskey. Michelle just explained to you her concoction there, and mine is unknown. I don't know what it is, but I know it's healthy. That's all I know. All right, so here we are. Everybody join us at Down the Hatch. 3, 2, 1. You're now listening to the First Quarter. All right, and the first person in the room tonight is JT, and he is spelling out Eagles, Eagles, Eagles. What's up, fam? What's up? Tony has already jumped the gun into the records, and he's saying we're going 17-0. Yo, Bird fam, I hope, I wish, all right. Jade, John D. Batiste, South Carolina Bird Game, South Kakalaka, checking in. Damn, I missed you guys. What's up, Eagles Talk? What's up, John?
What up?
Richard Lost Layton is in the house. What's up, Eagles fan? What's up, Roger? What's going on? I haven't seen you in a while. And JT is he's talking about his record prediction from last year. Well, we're gonna go over that, and we're going to see what we come up with tonight. John says, "What's up, Shell? Welcome back." Yeah.
Thank you, John.
What's up? Bill Crow's in the house. What's up, everyone? I'm back, bro.
Hey.
That's what's
God is
Awesome.
good. Amen to that.
I'm trying to do the same. That's why I'm refraining. And Mason, yo, Eagles brothers and sisters, what's up? Picture in picture, I can dig it. He said picture in picture. All right. Okay, so we're gonna what did you hear about Jordan Davis that you were so excited about, though, Pat?
Well, I heard his conditioning is much better than it was last year coming into the league. Foremost, let's talk about the elephant in the room. When you got that 1 year down in the NFL, you know how to move, you know how to shake, you know what you need to improve on and be a better pro. You don't become a better pro just becoming a rookie. After that first year is when you start to really realize what you need to become better than you was last year. And he's taking full advantage of the training. He's taking full advantage of his health, keeping his weight down and being in better shape. Listen, when you're in better shape at that size, you can be dominant. You could be dominant across that defensive front. With those defensive linemen we have now, listen, I look forward to what he's going to bring to the table, along with Milton Williams.
Oh, yeah. I've always liked Milt. Milt
Mhm.
is having a solid career thus far. I liked him from the rookie year. Last year, he was a contributor in his second year. And I agree with you. Jordan Davis, we looked for him to take another step, right?
Yeah.
He conditioning last year, they talked about the injury, and he gets to come out with a fresh start, healthy, and with the veteran leadership that played in front of him, hopefully he picked up how to be a professional and some things from the Ndamukong Suh and Linval Joseph, last year. So I'm looking forward to see what the big guy does. Also with his running mate next to him, I can't wait to see how these guys wreak havoc on that interior line,
It's
man.
nothing like having
Philly
your friends there.
Bulldogs.
It's
The
nothing like
Philly
having your best friend there,
Bulldogs.
like the guy that kept you in order, the people that keep you in order. Like not only do you have Jalen Carter there, you got Nolan Smith, you got N'Kobe Dean, you got Kaylee Ringo. Like these guys kept each other in going straight towards the path. I'm trying to get the word. I can't even think about it because I'm so excited about what the possibilities of these guys, what they bring to this team.
Well, they get to skip the whole chemistry exercise.
Mhm.
That alone shaves off time of how you get to gel together because been there, done that for them, and that's a big part of the game. A team sport is the chemistry and knowing the next man next to you or the next woman next to you. So they get to skip that exercise and just go right into getting to work
already.
already.
You just said it. It's a family already.
It's a family.
And like when I got Dante on my left, I know I could depend on him to make this jump shot, because I know he already did it before. It makes me feel better to do what I can do, to penetrate and ditch it out, So it's the same thing on the football field. When you know the guy behind you is going to clean up, when you know the corner, you put enough pressure, he's going to make he's going to be in the right position to make the big play. That gives you so much confidence. That gives you so much decisiveness that you say, you know what, I can do this, and I know this guy's going to have my back.
Trust.
When you have that already, when you have that trust already, it makes it much easier for the transitions.
Yeah, I agree. So they're going to, and it's iron sharpening iron, because you hear the reports about how they played in college and how they pushed each other to get the best from each other, and they're going to bring that to the Eagles, who are already doing that. And like we talked about last year, and I think it really benefited this team, is that they're a top-rated defense is going up against a top-rated offense in practice every day. You know what I mean? It's iron sharpening iron here. Now you have your buddies beside you, helping you, cheering you on to be the best you can And we're basically going to be seeing the SEC matchup in practice every week this year. I mean, the Alabama boys on the offense, we got the Georgia boys on defense.
Crazy.
It's going to be crazy out here.
Crazy.
It's going to be a good showing because you got to realize something. Both of these teams, right? The college guys from Georgia, they're coming off a championship. The pro guys, they're coming from a Super Bowl. They're coming from the pinnacle, right? Both of these guys, both of these individuals on this team will have to turn that page and come together and say, you know what, let's reach the ultimate goal together. And they already started that building, that chemistry, that trust. And if you can't tell, I'm excited.
Yeah.
All right. We're going to get into the schedule because it's going to take a while.
Right now, Pat's on 1,000.
It's going to take a while.
I know we're going to get into the schedule. I also want to talk about some free agents that they could possibly. I was reading what was it? Philly Sports Network. They were talking about 5 free agents that the Eagles should target before camp. Real camp, not OTAs.
True.
And who are they? Who would they be? Let's talk about it.
So, number 1, of course, is D-Hop, which has been, making its rounds on the social airways. Next, and the rest of them are all defense. Adrian Amos, safety.
Mm-hmm.
Kyle Van Noy, linebacker. Patrick Queen, linebacker. And then Logan Ryan, cornerback, safety. Those are the. What do you think, Pat? I wanted to get Pat's take on Philly Sports Network.
So the only name I really like out there is Patrick Queen because he's a linebacker. Right?
Facts.
The way how we're going to run this defense is going to be more or less a hybrid 3-4. It's going to be multiple sets. I can envision Nakobe Dean being the mainstay in there. But Patrick Queen brings a downhill presence and the sideline to sideline linebacker ability that you want on this level. Everybody else,
yeah,
I'm good with Keith Van Noy. I'm good with Logan. Buda Baker. I don't know if you mentioned him or not, but he
wasn't mentioned in the list. But
I'm okay with him. Hopkins, you said Hopkins, right?
D-Hop was on the number 1 on the 5 that they could go for.
I mean, with the 2 guys we have right now, I mean, he's on until end of his career. He's still one of the best receivers in the league, so he can't be a feature in his offense. That's the only thing. There is no feature in his offense.
No,
really.
But he would be kind of more of a veteran presence.
Correct. So I would love to see Patrick Queen. I'm sorry. Out of all those free agents that you just mentioned, because I think our safeties, we have enough guys that's going to solidify our safety box. And I love the kid Brown. I love Sidney Brown from what is it, Syracuse? I think he's from. I love him at safety. I think he's going to grow into be the next good. I'm not calling him great yet. Good safety that we have back there.
Yeah, D-Hop and Patrick Queen are only 2 that I felt could possibly.
Y'all don't like Buda Baker? Y'all just. I mean, I understand the upside of Sidney Brown, but Buda Baker's already proven himself. You wouldn't take a flyer on him. He's a proven commodity. We're hoping Sidney Brown can be
of course.
Yeah, for 4th round. Yeah.
Anything else, you're uncivilized.
Yeah, I agree there. But Howie, we got the best GM in the business.
Sidney Brown from Illinois. He's
we might get him for a hoagie. You messing with Howie. We might get Buda Baker for a hoagie. But I like D-Hop. Come on, you imagine adding him to this lineup? Who would play the slot? Somebody had to play the slot. Who played the slot? Who would you put there?
D-Hop.
D-Hop.
Okay, put him in the slot.
I would put him in that slot.
And then, our 2 receivers we have now are the epitome of unselfish players. Like there's no animosity or diva-ness in the locker room there. So he would have to fit into that culture also. Could he do that? Because we don't need anything disrupting the chemistry that we have on this team now. It's proven to be very beneficial to this squad. We saw it last year. So anybody that's threatening that, we can't bring them in. We can't even take the chance to bring them in.
You're 100% right. I mean, the chemistry that we have already going into this second year with this coaching staff, with these guys flourishing. You need to bring in somebody that's going to bow down. I hate to say bow down, but fit with the culture that we already established.
Mm-hmm.
It's about getting this chip because we got unfinished business, and we're going to finish it this year. I really feel confident about that, and we'll go through the schedule now if it's okay with everyone. Can we go through start? I mean,
I've had it pulled up for a minute.
Yeah, it's going to be, it's going to be, deep discussions on this. I know.
Are we starting with preseason, or are we jumping straight to?
No, we jumping straight into, straight into the season, man. All right, first 4 games. Okay. We'll take them at a block of 4, but we'll talk about each one. All right, so the first 4 games, we got week 1 at the New England Patriots. Then we are home against the Minnesota Vikings, at Tampa Bay Buccaneers week 3, and then home against the Washington Commanders. All right, here we go. At the New England Patriots, what do you guys got? What do you got, Pat? Hold up. Where's my tally? I don't even have my sheet. I got a tally. I'm making a record of this.
I bring this stuff too.
Are you tally? Are you got it?
I got it.
I call that a W.
You calling that a W?
All right.
All right.
So I definitely see us winning that game because they're starting brand new. And I just have a feeling we're gonna whoop up on them. I just do. We owe them something up there in Foxborough.
Yeah, we definitely do. And we're gonna ruin. They're honoring Tom Brady that night. You know that, right? They're honoring him.
They?
Yes, they're honoring him on that night.
We definitely gotta win.
So we're going up there to spoil Tom Brady. The team that beat him in the Super Bowl is coming in, and we're going to spoil him being honored on week 1.
That's a W for you?
That's a W for me too. I got that as a W. Week 2.
Can we pause for a second?
Sure.
On the Brady front, what do y'all think about him being a minority owner and for the Raiders?
That was weird.
That is weird.
You're like that. It was random to me. I was just like,
I guess it was just like the first team that reached out to him. Hey, man, listen, you going to be a minority owner?
Dude, no, I don't think so. Because I heard rumblings that he was looking into possibly being part ownership of the Miami Dolphins. That whole thing down in Miami that blew up when Flores got fired and Belichick, told Flores some information that the talk was Tom Brady was going to go down there and play for them and be a minority owner down there. And Bill, told Brian what's going on and everything. And he, that's what blew that whole thing up. That's what I heard, read behind the scenes type things were going on. So he's always been looking to be part owner somewhere. But yeah, that Raiders thing is kind of random. But as an investor, it's not a bad thing. I mean, shoot, if I had the money, I'd be looking to be a minority owner.
Let me throw in a caveat. So it's being reported that it's not a part of the official approval process, but there's an unofficial step that Brady might have to take in order to become minority owner and admit that
he cheated.
The Tuck rule play was a fumble.
Oh, that's between him and the Raiders. Like, yeah, we'll let you buy it, but you gotta admit
it was a fumble.
It was a fumble though. It was. I mean, come on, man.
Let's move on.
Brady got a lot. He got a lot of wins.
Oh, I like Tony's idea of bringing Nick Folian back for the Pats game to piss off Brady.
Yeah,
we should honor him that game, huh? Be an honorary captain.
Yeah, honorary captain. Except we're going to be up in New England. All right,
that was my only segue. I had to just ask what y'all thought about that. Well, I thought about the Patriots and Brady getting honored.
Yeah, we're going to go up there and spoil that whole party.
That's right.
That's what we're going to do because we can ill afford to start off. I mean, we have unfinished business. We should just name this upcoming season unfinished business.
Yeah,
because that's what it's about. We got to get back to that game.
We need shirts like that.
Yes,
I think the team needs shirts like that.
No doubt.
Yeah.
All right, second week we're home against our home opener against the Minnesota Vikings. What do you got, Pat? We're home opener. We see the Minnesota Vikings last year blowout.
So it's a primetime game, and you know Kirk Cousins, his record in primetime, he doesn't do well. So therefore, it's an instant W.
All right, I'm going with a W there too. I'm going with a W there. Now you just said it's a prime game. Is it a prime time game? Yeah, it's a prime time game. Yeah, you're right.
8:15.
Yeah.
W.
Yeah, rapid. Yeah, that's a wrap. Mail in.
So we 2-0 across the board.
All right, 2-0 across the board. JT says we win versus the cheating Patriots, and Jason says a W versus the Vikings. Yeah, he agrees with us. All right, game 3, week 3 at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Who is even their quarterback now?
I was going to ask you that, but now I'm Googling it.
James Wilson? No, not James Wilson. Oh my goodness, I don't know who.
Jimmy G? Who? Baker Mayfield?
Baker Mayfield. I think that's it. Who's the Vikings? Who's the Tampa Bay Bucks quarterback guys
Baker
out there?
Mayfield.
All right, let me do the.
Oh,
and they signed running back Rachaad White as well.
Yeah, no, that's not good enough. I don't see Mayfield. Nah, that's definitely a W.
That's a W for me.
Yeah, I got him down.
Yeah.
To W.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I didn't care who the quarterback was.
That's right, Pat.
They in a rebuilding phase, and we just gonna
come see us when you get your weight back up.
Oh, that's another primetime game too. Wow. So 2 out of our first 3 games.
Is that
7:15? Yeah.
That's Monday. Monday night.
We got 2 night games back to back.
Yeah.
All right, so we all 3.
All eyes on me.
Yo, and that's a long break because the 8:00 game against Minnesota is on
11
Thursday.
days. That's 11
days.
That's
11 good days. That's a nice.
That's a long break to game.
All right,
we're gonna be stressing.
Game 4, week 4 at home against the Washington Commanders. Have they improved?
Who's their quarterback?
Sam
Bradford?
Sam Harrell. He was a rookie from last year. He's from North Carolina.
That's a W. Where'd Carson go?
He's in North Dakota.
He went to home. That's where he went. He went home. I don't think anybody called. Somebody said earlier in the comments.
Sam Howell.
Yeah, Sam Howell. Oh, here it is. I heard Carson. Anthony A said, I heard Carson Wentz might be a backup Cowboy. Wow.
They're not doing that.
They're not doing that.
They're not doing that.
Wow, that'd be crazy.
It would be.
Oh,
all right, that's a W.
That's a W.
Yeah, that's a W. So we're down 4-0. 4-0 the first 4 games.
Yeah.
And
I'm gonna take a shot to that then.
All right, we're gonna take a shot to that. All right, that's the first 4 games. All right, you take a shot to that. I don't care.
Well,
all right, so here we are. You are watching.
In the season?
Let's end the quarter then.
And that's the end of the quarter.
All right, you're watching Eagles Talk, the most unique Eagles coverage show around. That's by Eagles fans for Eagles fans. And here on Eagles Talk, we like to talk about our favorite football team, the Philadelphia Eagles, and we like to do so in such a relaxed manner that we enjoy our favorite adult beverage in the form of shots. We are going over the Eagles 23-24 schedule, and we're predicting it game by game. So join us in this annual prediction show. I am going to partake in my healthy juice. I don't know what it is, but it tastes good, and I know it's helping me out a lot. I know it got turmeric, and I can taste that. I can't make out the other vegetable.
Yeah, very good for the inflammation.
Yeah. And Pat is doing the Jameson Irish whiskey. Nichelle is doing
inflammation too.
Yeah. What's that? What is it?
Spike lemonade.
Spike lemonade. She's doing a spike lemonade. So let me know what you're doing out there, and let's drink to our Philadelphia Eagles. Down the hatch. 3, 2, 1.
You're now listening to the second quarter.
Second quarter. The next block of games are Week 5 at the Los Angeles Rams, Week 6 at the New York Jets, Week 7 home against the Miami Dolphins, and Week 8 at the Washington Commanders. So we get the Washington Commanders out of the way pretty early in the season. By Week 8, we face them a second time, and then they're done. We don't play them anymore. So we see them in Week 4 and then again in Week 8. But first, in Week 5, we're at the Los Angeles Rams, who had an off year last year with their quarterback being injured, and they kind of had to purge the team because of the the salary cap situation they've been in, they kind of went all in when they won the Super Bowl that year and gave out a lot of big contracts and signed everybody, and they've had to get rid of some people. Jalen Ramsey is no longer there, and Matt Stafford is back. So what do you guys think about playing out there against the Rams? Are they back, or do we mollywop them?
Michelle?
I think we win. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, they're they got some adjustments to make, and we're really gonna back to the chemistry and the trust piece. We don't have to really go through that exercise that some of these teams that have some major adjustments had to.
Yeah, I agree.
You hit the
as Anthony says, they're a mess. They're a hot ass mess.
I mean, listen, you still got the superstar and Aaron Donald.
Yeah,
besides that, I mean, they are in rebuilding phase.
Yes.
That whole squad, like you said, Dark Knight, they went all out for that one Super Bowl, and that's it. No draft picks, no champagne, no shrimp for egg for young for you. Like, they're done. So I do think that's going to be I'm not going to say a very easy victory, because when we come playing the Commanders, we're going to be playing the Commanders very tough, because that first game that we played them last year, they beat us, right?
Yeah.
So we beat them. No, we beat them. They beat us the second game.
Second time. But they
but there's still a division rivalry. You're right. It's going to be
they're the one that stopped their undefeated streak, right?
Right,
so
they are.
We're going to make sure that we're going to play that game very, very tough. Then we're going to be at LA. So we're coming from the East Coast to LA. So it might not be a blowout like everybody think we're going to do, mollywop and all that jazz, but we still get the W.
Yeah, we definitely get the W. I don't think it's going to be a blowout either, but I definitely think we get the W.
Yeah, I agree with that too. I think
and it's a 4:00 game, so it's comparable to a 1:00 game at home, so they'll be all right.
Right, so we should be all right on the travel and all.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think we get a win there. That's 5-0. Now, last year compared to last year when we were going through the schedule and we were like undefeated, like to this point in the prediction show also.
I know I was.
And it was like, are we being unrealistic here? But after seeing this team last year, no, it's not unrealistic.
It's not unrealistic.
It's not unrealistic. So yeah, I'm chalking that up. And I'm also taking into consideration that there's going to be you're right, they're going to skip the chemistry exercise, but they are going to be some growing I'm not going to say pains, but there's going to be some adjustments that have to be made with a new defensive coordinator and adding 5 new defensive starters to that defense. Some of them may be rookies, and I'm hoping that they are too. I'm hoping that they are rookies. I hope that we play the rookies, the top rated rookies that we got, put them in the game. Let them get this experience now, a la the Kansas City Chiefs last year. We thought we were going to just run right over them because of the rookies they had on defense, and they weren't that great, but they do now have a year of experience under their belt, and they're going to be better this year. So yeah, let's do that. Let's play our rookies. Let them get that experience that they need and get it early. So by the time we're making our unfinished business run in the postseason, they'll be ready for the big show. So yeah, I think that we'll come out and we'll take care of business in Los Angeles. So we're at 5-0. Everybody's at 5-0. You guys at 5-0. Let me go to some comments out here. Payne.
I'm with Payne.
First 8, we get the dub. He said the first 8. That's it. Mason going back to the Washington game says, yeah, that's a voodoo game. Washington always plays us hard. And Tony Burman says, are the Commanders even the Commanders anymore? Yeah, I don't know who they are.
Yeah,
they're calling them the condoms. Y'all are the
trademark went away. Like somebody.
Well, you know what? Listen to this, and I congratulated my Commanders friends that the curse has been lifted from them. They're going to be, Snyder's out. It's almost like the Wicked Witch of the West is dead. You know what I mean? The Snyder's out, so the curse is officially going to be over for them. I don't think this is the year they make any big strides, but yeah, you got to watch them. because that team, that organization was a mess, and it was going to remain a mess as long as he was the owner. And now they're under new ownership, so
listen,
things
shit
may
goes
happen.
downhill.
It
So
Yeah.
does, but let's be honest. You built a team from your offensive defensive line. They did that. They have a good defensive line. They have a respectable offensive line. They have no real quarterback.
No, they don't.
Sam Howell, even though he was okay in college, he's coming from University of North Carolina. All right, no quarterback from University of North Carolina, and I'm being honest, it has ever been good. Mitch Trubisky, who got picked number 10 by the Chicago Bears, who should never been. No, he's number 2 pick. I'm sorry, he was number 2 pick.
Yeah,
How the hell North Carolina quarterback is the number 2 pick? All right,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna be honest with you. When you have those weapons, what you have over there, Jahan Dotson, Scary Terry, you have weapons out on the outside, but you don't have a quarterback that's going to facilitate the ball. That's going to be an issue for them this year. But
all
anyway.
right, so we do have them at a window. You do.
Yeah.
I mean, all right. So Los Angeles, all right, we're 5-0. So we're week 6 at the New York Jets. Oh, now what? And see, I'm probably
hold up. Wait a
one.
minute. I'm sorry. Anthony put a comment up there. I gotta respectfully say, okay, he was good at North Carolina, but who won the national championship? Deshaun Watson. Boom.
Yeah. Trubisky was pretty good at UNC. And that's why he got picked at number 2, but he's been trashed.
At New York,
he's been the quote Shady, he's ass. He's
ass. Triple ass.
All right, so at the New York Jets, give it to me. What do you guys think?
Michelle.
Why you always gotta be first?
I know.
Ladies first. Ladies first. I think it's a W. We're not taking an L to the Jets. Get out of here.
I feel that energy, right? And we coming back cross country.
You think we're gonna be tired?
We're gonna get Aaron Ron, right?
Mm-hmm.
That defense they have over there has been stupendous. They have very good defense. This one's kind of hard to call. This is like my toss-up game.
You think it's a toss-up? I can see that.
No,
I can see that.
No, we win. We win in the route.
All right, I'm gonna be the one that goes off the reservation here.
You think Aaron Rodgers gonna beat us?
Aaron Rodgers and that defense, that team to me was only a just add quarterback type team. You know what I'm saying? Just add like the instant drink, just add water. This team was just add quarterback.
Who's their wideouts?
And they were going to be definitely a contender.
Wilson. They got good wideouts.
They got good wideouts. The rookie of the offensive rookie of the year last year, and they added 2 more Aaron Rodgers' boys that's coming over, and they got his offensive coordinator. His offensive coordinator too. So he's not going to be running an offense that he's not familiar with. He's going to be in a system that he's very familiar with, and he has a defense also. They have a defense over there. So I'm going to go against the grain. I'm going to say that's an L. So I know you guys 6-0. I'm 5-1. I'll fall on the sword.
You know what, Dark Knight? Once you said all that stuff, it kind of reminded me when Brett Favre went over there. Like, you know what? He bring all these people over there so he can duplicate what he did in Green Bay. I don't think it's going to happen.
It never happened.
I don't think it's going to happen. No, I don't think it's going to happen.
Okay. Week 7 against the Miami Dolphins. Now, the Miami Dolphins were also a good team until late in the season when Tua went down. They were, and that's a primetime game. Yeah, you're right.
They love us, don't they? We got all the primetime games.
They do. All right, so we'll be home against them. But they arguably have the only wide receiver duo that can top our wide receiver duo. I think it's like 1 and 1A, with A.J. Brown and Devontae and Waddle and what's his name? I can't remember.
I think it's going to be a tough game.
Hill, Tyreek Hill.
Yeah.
They have a wide receiver duo that is that is
they got speed
they're
at the wide
beasts.
receiver.
They definitely do.
They got speed at the wide receiver position that's unmatched in the NFL. Okay, so they got two guys that probably could, if you had to put them on the track and tell them to run a 40, they both probably could run under a 4.3. That's real talking. That's real legit speed. But you know what? The thing about it is, if you go back and look at tape, not always speed is killers in this game. Sometimes the scheme and how do you get to the quarterback can affect that speed. If we're able to ramp up our pass rush and be diligent and get into the quarterback, we can affect this game. And I believe we're going to affect this game. I truly believe Tua is not going to be healthy by the time we play that game. I hope he is. And last season with all those concussions, I was hoping and praying for his own health and his own safety that he will retire. But I think he might take one of those hits before this game. And you know what? You have to put him on the shelf. So precautionary, if he's playing, we get after him. And I could see us, leaving some
knocking
guys
him out the game.
Not necessarily knocking him out the game, but round him a little bit where so he's not comfortable because this defensive front going against their offensive line, we're going to be dominant. But the one thing that you haven't mentioned, Dark Knight, is that they have two legit number one corners. They got shut down corner and Jay Ramsey they traded for, and Xavier Howard is actually legitly a top corner in the league. So they got two top corners. They got some good linebackers. They got some good youth on that side, but they could be had in the defensive front. So I mean,
to me, it's a toss-up. If
it's not easy. It's not going to be an easy one, but I do see we can outlast them at the end and win this game.
Yeah, I think if Tua is healthy, we might take the L. But if he's not, we get the W.
So what you say now? I got to write it down. I got to write it down. You're going L, aren't you?
I'm going L.
All right.
She's going to go L. I agree with you that they have arguably two of the top cornerbacks in the league, but we have arguably two of the top cornerbacks in the league on our side also. But I don't know. Their wide receiver tandem versus our quarterback tandem and our cornerback tandem versus their wide receiver. That's going to be tough. But I'm going to say it's a primetime game. We're home, and especially if we are coming off a loss against the Jets, that we're not going to lose two in a row. So I'm going to give us a win there. So 6-1. I have us down to 6-1.
Okay.
Prime time too. We are starting to develop an identity in prime time under Sirianni here, and we perform well in prime time under him. So I think that it continues on Monday night against the Miami Dolphins. But that'll be a heck of a show. Get your popcorn ready, as they say.
All right. Absolutely.
I'm going to do this one real quick. You're going to have to mention it. This is Dub. The next one is Dub.
A dub at the Washington Commanders. Now, last year we thought that we chalked that up as a dub also, and the Commanders shocked us as they took away our undefeated season, and they kind of laid the blueprint on the only way to beat us.
We're not letting that go again. We're not letting that happen.
And that was to dominate the time of possession, which they did, and we kind of gave up some plays that if we wish we could have back, we would have won that game. But they did have the right strategy coming out, and it was successful. So, but this time we're at the Washington Commanders. Pat, you're saying a W already off the Pat. Nichelle, you're saying what?
That's a W.
That's a W.
We're not letting them beat us twice. Beat us again. We're not splitting that. We're sweeping the Commanders.
We're smacking the Commanders down.
I'm telling you right now that we've unfinished business season. You said it.
We mad.
They're mad. These guys are not acting like Kobe Steam City. They're not acting like they're the one beating hunted. They're acting like the hunters. Right?
Which they need to be,
because that's what they need to do. That losing Super Bowl is a feeling, that they can't get out their mouth. They wash it out and they hunger for more. So they're the hunted. They're the hunters right now. They going after it, man.
Blood in the water. And I agree with Anthony. That is the X factor why I got the W early, the L earlier in the season is can Sean Desai leverage all the.
I like him already. I don't know why, but I like him.
You
already.
do?
Oh, his press conference was his press conference was really.
I missed it. I gotta go back and watch it. But is he ready to bring the pain?
Oh, he said we gotta
set the
tone. We gotta make the noise. We gotta make sure they know who we are on defense.
Yeah, he's like, we gotta touch them, yo. We gotta touch, yo. He was, yo.
Lay hands,
lay hands. Like basically, yeah. That was his whole mantra there. That was the whole spirit of his press conference. Like, yo, we gotta get physical. We gotta. I mean, I was like, yo, I like this.
I like that. Like,
but we'll have to see.
As long as you can back it up.
Because we had one in here that what he said, we're going to gut him. He said he endeared us too when he used that. We're going to gut him, and then he freaking went out there and played soft at his own. So we have to see what he's going to do actually in the game. But I did love his press conference. It was Philly like, and he even made mention to the Philly defenses of the past and how this city is defined by that. So that's good. I like that.
What's up, JC? I see you.
Hey. Yo, JC, what's up? Thanks for tapping in.
Do?
All right, so we are.
I need your prediction. You're give me
my prediction. The Washington Commanders. Win. I'm gonna say a win too. All right, so I'm gonna say a win. So I got us at 7-1. Pat has us undefeated. Michelle has us at 7-1.
7-1.
All right, so. All right, we're going to end the quarter on that before we go into the next 4 games.
And that's the end of the quarter.
All right, that's the end of the quarter. You are watching Eagles Talk, the annual schedule prediction show. We're going through the schedule game by game and predicting what our team is going to be next year. And I've dubbed this season already unfinished business. We've got unfinished business. So far, I have us at after 8 games, 7-1. Michelle has us at 7-1, and Pat has us at 8-0. What do you guys have us after the first 8 games of next season? Let me know what your record is down there in the comments. But you're watching Eagles Talk, the most unique Eagles coverage show around that's by Eagles fans, for Eagles fans. And here on Eagles Talk, we like to talk about our favorite football team, the Philadelphia Eagles. We do so in such a relaxed manner that we enjoy our favorite adult beverage in the form of shots, in the form of shots. Or not, do a shot of whatever you want. JC said 0-8. Get out of here, JC. Stop playing. All right, so I'm doing Pat is doing the Jameson Irish whiskey. Michelle is doing the spiked lemonade, and I am doing a fresh juice concoction. I don't even know what's in it. I could just taste the turmeric. All right, that's it. So everybody, let me know what you're doing out there, and let's take a shot to our Philadelphia Eagles. Here we go. Down the hatch. 3, 2, 1.
You're now listening to the
third quarter. Richard Lane said he had him at 7-1 after the first 8 games. What's the game you have him losing, Richard? What's the game you have him losing? I think I had him. What game did I have him losing? I had him losing the Jets.
You had the Jets. I had Miami. Oh, you see the little trend? We have them losing the AFC teams.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So we're going to the next 4, and it's the doubt. This one it gets a little. Is this the one? Yeah, this is when it gets a little hairy here now. Yeah. This is everybody focus now. All right, week 9 against the Dallas Cowboys, 4:00 game. Then we have a bye after that. Then week 11 we play at the Kansas City Chiefs, a rematch of the Super Bowl. Then week 12 we play the Buffalo Bills
at home.
And then week 13, we play the San Francisco 49ers at home. So that's the next 4 games. Home against Dallas, bye at Kansas City, and then home against the Buffalo Bills and home against the San Francisco 49ers.
The Winers. All right, here we go. Can I say something before we go to this pick? Because they are some
bitch asses.
Yes.
Bitch
because
asses.
We had the same situation happen. You remember when Carson Wentz got spared? Then you had Josh McCown come in who tore his damn hamstring, right? Did we whine after the game about not having the ability to have a third quarterback? No. We only talked about the spear. We didn't whine about not having third quarterback. We had a third quarterback. We beat you. Your defense gave up all the points, not your offense. Your defense.
Talk about us.
So, bunch of.
We grown ass men over here. That's why we don't whine. We
this
grown
next
ass
schedule,
men.
This next team's schedule. This is what they want for us every week. They want this schedule for us every week.
Yeah. All right. We start off at home. Dallas Cowboys, Week 9. What do you got?
Michelle?
Win.
All we do is win.
I have a win. I don't think the Cowboys are going to be as in sync as we are at this point in the season.
We owe them. We
owe
that whole Dallas franchise, and we need to start owning them moving forward with this quarterback, with this lineup, with this head coach. We need to start dominating this Dallas team like we used to do in the Andy Reid days.
That's right.
I believe it starts this year. I think we go down there and we whip up on some old cowgirls.
Hurt their feelings.
Let me be not a voice of reason, but I guess devil advocate and point out that the Dallas Cowboys, I know they still have Dak, and Dak does Dak things. I know that they have made some attempt to close the gap between us and their secondary, right? Who they signed? They signed someone, but they're shoring up.
It don't matter. It don't matter.
Gilmore, they're shoring up their secondary.
Who was the player of the year 10 years ago.
Right. They're shoring up their secondary, and they've added.
No. 10 years ago. 10 years ago, I was in my 20s.
I understand, Pat. Can I get the damn words out? I know who you like. I like the same team. Motherfucker, I like the same team.
I'm just saying. I don't care who they sign.
I just have to put these facts out here because it's information. I'm sure that people would like to know
facts.
So what I'm saying is that they have made an attempt to try to narrow the gap between us and them by adding another wide receiver, Cooks. Yes, a speedy wide receiver, and Gilmore on defense, and that's just shows how good we are. When you are the team that most teams are trying to build their team to beat, then you're the shit. You're that team. You know what I'm saying? When you start becoming as good as we are now, other teams are like, all right, how do we stop? Because that's the only way you're going to get to the mountaintop is you got to beat us, right? We're the NFC champs. You got to get through us. You got to figure out how we're going to beat the top team in the NFC, and that's us. So that's what Dallas is attempting to do. And I don't think they're going to be successful. I got to sound as a W. But look, I had to add these words to make the game.
Did they get Howie to help them rebuild their team like ours? No. So it's not happening at all.
It's going to be released June 1st. Hopefully. No.
Hopefully. He has no impact on the salary cap, so that doesn't even make sense. To think that, you'll release this player just because as fans, we think he's inadequate. Like, let's be honest. We said the same thing about Nelson Aguilar, and you saw the season he turned in 2017, right?
I still have heart for Quez.
Quez is going to have a redemption year.
Yeah.
He's not a Jalen Rager.
No, he's due for a redemption.
Okay.
Sure. But I still call that
I'm not sold. Y'all, you have to show me because I like the new guy coming in. But we'll see. I mean, he's going to have an opportunity. He's going to have to fight. Yeah, he's going to have to fight.
He's going to have to fight for his job.
He's only going to be number one on the depth chart at the beginning of the camp. We'll see if he can hold on to that. All right. So I got it set as a W. Pat, you got it as W. And Michelle, you have it as W, right?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
On Dallas Cowboys. So we're 8-1. Pat got us at 9-0.
Let's just say I'm not picking us to lose against the Cowboys on any of these games.
I know we just don't do it. All right, so we get a bye, and then off of the bye we play. And I wonder who did Kansas City play before on week 10? Did anybody pull that up? Pull that up.
Yeah. I think they played the Jets, if I'm not mistaken.
All right, so they play the Jets. That has something to do with this. Chiefs schedule. Let me see.
That's a toss-up for me.
All right, I got it right here.
We're going to have a chip on our shoulder, obviously. Obviously, we're going to have a huge chip on our shoulder.
They play the Dolphins, I think.
So week 10, they have a bye week 10.
Oh, no, they are off too.
So we're both coming off.
But the week.
That's even tougher.
And that's Andy Reid off a bye week.
Andy Reid off a bye week, and we're going there. Ooh, all right. Okay, what you got?
I'm gonna be honest.
Now the scene is set. Now let's talk about it.
What are the stats on the Super Bowl matchup playing in pre-season or post or regular season after they played in the Super Bowl? Who usually wins?
Well, normally the team that loses the Super Bowl has a bad season. Knock on wood.
Yeah, usually.
That's lately wins the Super Bowl usually has a bad season.
No, team that loses.
No, the team that loses falls off the cliff. Actually, but that's not gonna be us.
Well, didn't the Rams win and fall off the cliff?
Yeah, they did. And who did they beat that
didn't
year?
Tampa Bay win and fall off a cliff? It's the team that wins has been.
Because you had a 40-year-old quarterback. You had a team you had everybody win your contract.
Who did the Rams
I'm just saying the winning Super Bowl teams have fell off cliffs, not the losing ones.
Let me pull up the NFL Super Bowl winners, right? So the last Super Bowl winners, of course, we had the freaking.
Oh, they beat the Bengals. All right, yeah. Well, that was the opposite. If LA beat the Bengals, the Bengals didn't fall off. They did not.
The teams don't really fall off. Like the Rams won, and Cincinnati didn't fall off. Tampa Bay beat Kansas City. Kansas City didn't fall off.
Right.
San Fran lost. San Fran didn't fall off.
So we're not going to fall off.
New England lost to us. They won the next year.
Yeah. All right.
That's my whole point. So I was right.
All right.
Say you were right, Michelle.
You were right, Michelle.
Right, you know what?
In recent history, you were right. Yes.
Now I gotta go talk to my wife because I think she's mad at me. So I gotta go say she's right.
Steph, you were right.
All right. Okay. So anyway, all right. You being right. Be right about this pick here. Who going to win this game?
The slick talk. Who's
going to be right? Who's going to win this game?
Paybacks are a bitch. W for the Eagles.
Definitely.
W for the Eagles.
Yep.
All right, Pat.
Chip on our unfinished business. What you say? Unfinished business.
Unfinished business.
Come on now.
This is
That's
a tough one, man. I love my team.
You know everybody
and
gonna
it's
get
prime
up for
time.
this game.
But I'm going to give us the W, and this is the very tough pick. I'm not.
New Heights podcast is going to be lit.
Yo, it's for real. I mean, this is a tough one. You think about it. We're both coming off of buys, and Andy Reid's record off a buy is incredible. And they're going to be home. It's a prime time game. And I'm still going. I'm home. This is a homer pick for me. This is a homer pick. Because if this was any other team except mine, I probably would pick Kansas City. Yeah, if this was anybody else but the Eagles, I would probably pick Kansas City. I mean, it could be it could be as equally a talented team as the Eagles, and I would still pick Kansas City. But this is a homer pick. I'm gonna admit this is a homer pick. I'm picking the Eagles. We're getting revenge. We're going to finish the job and put the NFL on notice if they aren't already on notice by this point, because Pat has us undefeated. So they should be on notice by week 11 when we're 10-0 according to Pat. All right, and 10-1 according to the rest of us. All right, so let me go to some comments out here. Anthony A says Godell and the NFL gods are obsessed with KC.
They're obsessed with us too.
They are with
prime
us too.
Time for half of the season.
Eagles win, Richard says. Tony Barron says, will that KC game be on a dry track this time? Yeah, I don't know, Tony. That's up in the air also. Depending on how bad they want them to win that game. It may be a little wet out there. I don't know. We know what happened. But we're grown-ass men. We're not whiners. We're not the 40 whiners. Andy Reid, 27-4 after a bye week. All right, so he lost. So that means he'd be 27-5.
I know he doesn't have as much body of work, but
you had one season. What was it? 2 seasons of work?
Two seasons.
Yeah.
So did he win the games after his bye week?
I think he 1-1. Is he 1-1?
Yeah, I think he's 1-1 because he did one last year.
Yeah. All right. So we have them down as winning, and that's incredible. All right. Week 12, we're home against the Buffalo Bills. The Buffalo Bills, they weren't in the AFC Championship. They went down. Is it Sunday? The 20th. It's that weekend, isn't it?
It's the weekend
that
after
weekend.
Thanksgiving. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's the weekend of Thanksgiving. Yeah. And we play home against Buffalo Bills. Now it's funny that you mentioned that. So they're going to be both teams, especially us. We're going to be comfy at home, having spent our Thanksgiving at home with our families, and then we're playing on Sunday. We're going to be filled with turkey, and then we playing on Sunday. All right. What you guys got,
Michelle? All right, I'm gonna let you think about that. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I'm gonna tell you the deal. All right. So I'm really thinking Josh Allen is a great quarterback in this league. He's a tremendous quarterback. He reminds me of Ben Roethlisberger because he's hard to bring him down and he desire running plays. But he's gonna be so banged up by this game, and we always put their receivers in check for some reason. We put that team in check. You know, last time
they have to run on us.
We beat them last time we played them, and Miles Sanders was a rookie, and he had a nice 70-yard run. So up in Buffalo. So I think what's going to happen is they're going to realize how good we are. They're going to try to pull out all the stops, and we're just going to be too good for them. We're just going to outlast them. Literally, we're going to outlast them. I don't think our defense is going to be able to stop what they throw at us, but their defense is not going to be able to stop what we do against them.
All right, so you have us down as a W.
Hell yeah.
All right.
I'll take that W. I'll take that W.
She'll take that W also. Now, both, we play, and then we got to play the 49ers. I just don't. And I'm looking ahead because I don't see us sweeping these 4 games that we just were going over. And so I'm seeing there has to be an L somewhere in there, and I'm
if the L's coming out of these 4, it's the Chiefs.
The L is the guys that's smoking on the train.
I know that's right.
All right, that's
all right. This is good for the die-hard Eagles fan. They're loving Pat right now, but I'm saying, all right, realistically here, I got to be objective here, and I'm going to say that. I'll be very shocked if we win all 4 of those games. I'll be very shocked.
Did it right. Cincinnati locked down their receivers, and
so
they spied their quarterback, and they can't get nothing. You can't get nothing.
I'm gonna say that's a W. I'm gonna give us a W on that one, which means the Winers game. I'm have to go the other way because I don't see us going 4-0. The Niners, the Winers. Yeah. I'd say the Winers beat us.
They won't have their quarterback won't be healthy enough to do anything against us. We put up 30-something points against them last year on their defense, on their top-notch defense. They had DeMeco Ryans. They're not going to have a top-notch defense again because they don't have DeMeco Ryans calling the calls. Even though their defensive coordinator said he's going to keep the same plays and the same philosophy, they're not going to be the same team. And I guarantee you that this Philadelphia Eagles team put a circle around that game for a reason. I understand these other games. They put a circle around that because all of these doggone whiners been doing is been talking S. They wouldn't beat us. We had a third-string quarterback, and they knocked them out. Well, your dumbass put a backup tight end against one of the best pass rushers in the National Football League, all right? He's number 2. So
JC's not buying it. You can say all you want. JC, like we going 2-2 in those 4 games. That's realistic.
We're blowing them out 40-7.
I don't think we're letting them come. I don't think we're letting the 40 Winers come into our house and beat us. I think we possibly go 3-1 these games.
We mollywop them. We stomp them.
I think the only L is going to come from the Chiefs, and possibly if there's a second one, we are away in Dallas this time. It's not a home.
Come on, Michelle, have the confidence I have right now in this Philadelphia Eagles team. Remember my prediction last year.
Yeah, this schedule wasn't.
We were close.
This schedule last year wasn't this.
But you was like,
we had no stretch of our games we played Dallas Cowboys, the Chiefs at home. Away, and then Buffalo, San Fran, and then the Cowboys again. These are arguably, huh?
You ripped me last year. He's like, Pat, come on. You being an equal faithful, and you think your team's gonna go undefeated this many times.
We almost did.
I said, if you look at the schedule and look at the guys we have on the team, we have an opportunity to be the best team in the NFL. We can go to the Super. I didn't say the Super Bowl then. I said we can make it to the playoffs because we wasn't saying the S word at that time.
Right.
And he said, "Nah, I see
We're
we
beating
losing
the
this game."
49ers on GP and all that trash talk that was going on
There
online.
you go.
Like,
That's what I'm
we
talking
gonna
about,
have the chip
Nichelle.
on our shoulder. Ain't nobody. And I agree with JC. The tough games out of that 4-game stretch is going to be the Chiefs and the Cowboys. But I say we split those. We might drop one and we want to keep one.
If we lose out of those 4 games, if we lose any one of those games, will be the Chiefs game. But the Cowboys, we're devoting ourselves to make sure we go undefeated in our division. We're devoting ourselves to make sure we whip up on the damn 49ers.
That's another prime time. That's 8:20. The Cowboys game is 8:20. The Chiefs game is 8:15. Man, we the prime time king.
Yeah, we prime time king. But I give some credence to JC. We beating the 49ers and Bills. I just don't know what teams, but I don't feel that we're going to go 4-0 in that 4-game stretch. And even 3-1 will be overly optimistic. I love our team, and but we still have question marks. We're going off of a lot of what we hope these players are on defense. A lot of them are rookies, and if they play up to their potential, yes, we're going to be dynamite. But that's a big if to ask a rookie to come in and play on the level that some of those people like to ask even our number 1 pick in the draft to replace what's the guy? Replace Hargrave, is a big task to ask. Hargrave's a good defensive tackle, albeit he did benefit from playing beside some great defensive linemen, and hopefully that's what our young rookie will be able to take advantage of. Just playing with the level of talent that he's going to have around him should give him some favorable matchups. So hopefully he can live up to what we expect him to be. But it's a tall order to ask a rookie to do that. And along with the other 5 replacements and the defensive coordinator being a new person, it's just a lot of question marks. And I can't say right off the bat that we're going to be that same exact team until I see it. It's easy to say it right now, but until I see it. So I'm going to go with I had to go. I went with a loss because I picked the Bills as a win. So just to break up the 4 games being undefeated, I'm saying there's going to be a loss there, and I'll just pick the 49ers. But I wouldn't be surprised if it was a loss against the Kansas City Chiefs. As I said before, I made a homer pick on that one, but that's going to be a tall test also being in Kansas City, and they're coming off a bye, and we're coming off a bye. Mm-hmm. So I'll give us a loss against the 49ers. It may come against somebody else, but all right. So I got us at what? 11. I mean, no. What?
Yeah, 10-2.
10-2.
I'm also at 10-2.
The show's at 11-1.
Oh, I'm at 11-1 right now.
11-1.
I'm undefeated.
And Pat is undefeated.
I think we're going to go undefeated to a certain point. I'm going to let you know.
All right, we're going to end this quarter, and then we'll finish off.
And that's the end of the quarter.
All right, so 5 after how many games is that?
We got 4 games left. We got
12 games. We got 5 games left, right?
4.
No, 17.
No, we did the Eagles Cowboys, right? Did we not?
The second one?
I thought we just did the second one. No,
we didn't do the second one yet.
Oh no, we didn't do the second one.
I thought we were doing that whole 4-game stretch.
We could do it right now.
Was the Dallas, Kansas City, Bills, and 49ers. That was the 4 games.
Yeah, that's the ones we just did, and now we're on to Seahawks, Giants.
No, we didn't get to the second.
No. We started with the 9, 11, 12, and 13.
No,
so we're going to start with the Cowboys.
We didn't do our Cowboys because I got that as a W.
All right. But yeah, that's after the break. I mean, we could do it before the break. CC already got it. W, I'm going to say at the Cowboys. Ooh.
December 10th. Prime time again?
They're going to be hurt. I'm going to tell you right now. They're going to be hurt.
Somebody's going to be hurt.
A lot of guys,
Brandon might not even be playing.
They talk about Brandon Cooks, this and that. It's the reason why he flips over team after team after team each year. He's a 1,000-yard receiver, whatever team he goes to, but he's always at a new team. He's going to be injured. And I don't think it's going to last because Tony Pollard is coming off of ACL. So I don't think they're going to be the Cowgirls that everybody think they want to be. They're not going to be that team. They're going to be that squad this year. So we're going to win.
All right.
Say less. I'm going
L.
W.
You got L?
Yeah.
We 10-3.
I think this is the year we break through the
Yeah, 10-3 on his board.
We haven't swept the Cowboys in, and
it is time. It is time. What did y'all say? Just win.
Yeah. All right. We split. I gotta split with the Cowboys.
I gotta put that on the soundboard. I gotta put that on the soundboard, Michelle.
All right, now let's go into the next quarter, and we'll end off with these 4 games: the Seahawks, Giants, Cardinals, Giants. All right. So you're watching Eagles Talk, the most unique Eagles coverage show around us by Eagles fans for Eagles fans. And here on Eagles Talk, we like to talk about our favorite football team, the Philadelphia Eagles. We do so in such a relaxed manner. We enjoy our favorite adult beverage in the form of shots. Pat is doing the Jameson Irish whiskey. Michelle's doing the spiked lemonade, and I am doing a health drink here, a fresh squeezed juice. I don't even know what's in it. My wife just made it up, but I know it got my blood pressure down. So I love it. All right, so here we go. Everybody let me know what you're drinking out there. And here we go. Down the hatch. 3, 2, 1.
You're now listening to the fourth quarter.
All right, let me open up with some comments. I've been ignoring you guys. JC says splitting with the Cowboys, and Andy got our number. Simple as that. Tracy says it was my homeboy turn. Now it's Mr. Jalen Hurts' turn as far as the Kansas City Chiefs game, and we will not be denied, he says. Anthony A says, I think the Chiefs and Bills are losses, but the Niners will come out on all cylinders, and I saw it will be a loss. Yeah, I mean, we might, I mean, our circle game on the calendar, right, will be the Chiefs, right? Mm-hmm. That we all know that's going to be the game that we circle on the calendar. If every team had that one circle on the calendar game, ours is going to be the Chiefs. Well, the 49ers it's going to be us. The 49ers circles game is going to be us. Now we have reason to match their intensity because we want to shut them up from all the crap they've been talking about us beating them. But I don't think that's our circle game. Our circle game is going to be against the Chiefs.
Agreed.
And so we'll see how that pans out. Anthony Ace has us as 9-3. Jackie Myers has us at 11-1. Tracy has us at 12-2 after the first 12. And JC is drinking the Grey Goose, so that's the most important thing. All right, so here we go. We're going to go on to the final 4 games, and that will be against the Seattle Seahawks, the New York Giants, Arizona Cardinals, and then against the New York Giants.
Why do they do that? Why did they?
I know.
I don't like when they put our division. It seems like every season, like one of our division rivals, we got to play like back to back.
Yeah, and it's going to be the Giants.
And Christmas Day. At least
Day.
we home. Y'all going to the game?
No.
I'm
be sitting here like this in Grandpa's house, like, hey.
I know that's right.
All right, so we got this at the Seattle Seahawks. What do you got?
Michelle.
That's a W.
What's
the Seahawks been doing with themselves?
Yeah, I mean, they did pick up who was their first. I gotta say as a dub. I gotta say a dub.
It's a dub. It's going to take them at least another season or two.
Geno Smith is their quarterback. Kenneth Walker III is their nice addition. They got 2 good wide receivers, DK Metcalf and Luckett. They added another rookie from Jason from Ohio State. They picked up another cornerback in the first round. They picked up the top cornerback, Devin Witherspoon. I think for us going to Seattle, we haven't been lucky going there. For some odd reason, we have not been lucky.
But that was with Russell, though.
Is that your L? Is this your L?
But that's still Pete Carroll. For some odd reason, they have our number there, and I believe out of all these games, out of the Bills, the Chiefs, for some odd reason, I really think we lose this game. I don't know why, but I do think we lose this game.
Yeah. All right. And that's cool. I mean, that's cool.
That's cool. I'm still picking it a W.
Yeah,
I agree with everything you're saying, but I just don't think they're going to have enough
muster. It's a weird dynamic.
I don't think they're going to have enough for us this year.
It's just a weird dynamic when you look at the last 10 games that we played Seattle. You know, I think we're like 8-1, 8-2 against them. Like, it makes no sense that we lose to Seattle, but we do lose to them in Seattle because it's just Seattle. I don't know.
No, it made sense. I mean, you know, early on, you know, it made sense when they were beating us. Now when we, you know, after we won the 2017 Super Bowl, some of those matchups after that, I thought we were at least on par with them, and we would still lose. But that was Russell Wilson in his prime, and
our offense was able to get nothing together.
Would dissect us, but he's not there. And I'm not sneezing at Geno. Geno had a great year last year.
No,
what did he win? Comeback player of the year or something? Or most improved?
His comeback, but
yeah. But I think we beat him.
Philly.
But it's that Seattle game. I feel like it's gonna be like that Washington game last year, when everybody expected us to win. When they did the whole thing about, you know, Randall Cunningham, Pete, and Donovan McNabb, and the next one Michael Vick, and the next one is Jalen Hurts. They did the whole thing, and next though we lose against Washington. Like, I feel like that. Like, they expect us. All the experts gonna pick Philadelphia to win.
Yeah,
and because when they do that, what happens? We lose.
Right. All right. So you got us down as an L, his first L of the season. Michelle has us down for a W. I have us down for a W. And we move on to the New York Giants on Christmas Day. This is a W. I got it down W.
It's Christmas Day, and we home.
Yeah.
It's Christmas Day at the stadium.
They mad because they got to play Christmas Day, so it's gonna be a W.
And we got to play New Year's Eve.
All right. So far, what's the record stand, Pat?
So for Dark Knight is 12-3. For Nichelle is 14-1, and for myself is 14-1.
All right. Okay. The Arizona Cardinals a dub. That's not even.
That's a dub. You don't have
we ain't got.
Yeah, whatever.
All right. We only have to expound. I don't even. All right.
And
you know we beating them down because that's where the ball went. That, you know, that's why we lost, because he was looking at his phone expecting a text from the Arizona Cardinals that night instead of, you know, orchestrating our defensive strategy.
He's not here anymore. He who shall remain nameless, he ain't here anymore.
That's why the boy told him, don't get on the plane. Don't even get on the plane.
When you Google Eagles defensive coordinator, his name still comes up. Like, stop.
Yeah, they need to change that.
I hate to say they don't change anything until the beginning of the after the OTAs. Once the OTAs are done and they sign all their players, at the beginning of training camp, that's when they change the coaching staff. That's something they always done. But the thing about it is, we're gonna play all of our starters that game. We're gonna have this thing sold up already. We're gonna play all our starters that game.
On Christmas? On Christmas.
On against Arizona, right?
Yeah. On New Year's Eve.
Just because you know, Hassan Reddick still got a thing about them, right? You know, then you got you got two players that went over there. Then you got that doggone defensive coordinator that went over there. That didn't prepare. I looked at that film again and I was so perturbed. I'm like,
the fan base is going to be rabid to try and give Gannon a massive L. Just so they could say, this is why we ain't want your ass.
I was looking at the game film, and I'm like, they within the 7-yard line.
They said Gannon would be fired by the. He said
maybe
he might be fired by the Eagles game. If the Cardinals are already a mess, I think he gets a pass this year just because they know that they're a mess. It's nothing Gannon can do.
Well,
it depends on the record.
We're beating them.
If they don't win the game, depends on the record.
Yeah.
So W's across the board.
W's across the board. I think it depends on. I don't think it's record. I think it depends on the manner in which he's going to have a losing record. But it's the manner in which it happens. Like, if he's lost the locker room by that point, then it's a great possibility he'll be out of there. But if he has them competing, which would be a tall task with the roster they have, and their quarterback is a baby. He's a baby. He's a mess too.
You're towards ACL, so he's going to be out at least the first half of the season.
Yeah.
All right. So he's not going to be
trying
anything.
to get his rhythm. So we got the
I'll be
Giants at
shocked.
the end. I say it's an L because we're not playing our starters.
Oh yeah, definitely. I give us an L for that one.
I actually think we're going to win the game because the Giants not going to be playing for nothing because they're going to be in the playoff hunt. They're not going to be playing for any seeding. We're not going to be playing for any seeding at the time. So they're going to play their backups because they learned from last year not to play their starters for no reason. So they're not going to play their starters. We're not going to play our starters. Our backups are better than them, period.
Hold on. Didn't we have something like that?
So this is a backup game.
Yeah,
and you think our backups are definitely better
and
than
our backups.
Our backups are better than. No, our backups won that game.
Did we win that game?
Yeah, we beat the Giants. We had to beat the Giants.
Okay, yeah, we beat them 3 times. That's right.
Yeah, we had to.
All right, but this game, I got it as an L on the last game of the season because I don't think we're not going to be playing for anything.
I got it as an L too.
Yeah, so
I got
that's me.
W.
All right, so 16-1. Pat has us down to 16-1. He's going off the, he got big cojones here. He's going off his record from last year. So he's just like, I had big balls last year and I called 13-3. I'm going even bigger this year. We're going to be 16-1. All right.
That means
my balls are just a little bit smaller.
Well, I'm
than
15-2.
That means we're going to be 15-2.
She got some big ones. She got a big sack also. Look, 15-2, 16-1. What I got? 13-4?
13-4.
13-4.
He doesn't believe. He doesn't believe.
I know.
What was our record last year?
14-13.
And you're going to go backwards to 13-4? You really think?
Because we didn't have. And I only went backwards one game, and we had no stretch in our season last year that matches this Dallas, Chiefs, Bills, 49ers, Dallas stretch. We had no games like that 5-game stretch last year. No games.
But Dark Knight, it's the thing they say we don't have a stretch. They got to play us. They got to play the Philadelphia Eagles, who was the number 2 team in the NFL last year. So it's not. They talk about how this schedule is a hard schedule. These teams got to play
the NFL. The whole schedule
Eagles.
is hard. We got to stop. We got to stop with that. We should have learned our lesson last season.
We did.
And the season before. Like, it's the NFL. It's the best players of the best. It's any given Sunday. Teams was dropping games that they had no business dropping, not just the Eagles.
14-3. Jackie says she's going with Pat. Tracy says 15-2. She's going with Nichelle. All right, I may be wrong. It's okay. I'm rooting for myself to be wrong. I'm rooting for myself to be wrong. Yes. I want us to be 17-0.
JC's another Debbie Downer talking about 12-5. Like y'all are cut from the same cloth with that.
JC sounds about right, Dark Knight. Yeah.
We won 14 games last year. You think we only gonna win 12? Y'all need to stop.
We didn't have this schedule last year.
We didn't have this.
These 4 games is not that big of a change from last year's schedule. Stop.
All right. Okay. All right. So that's it, man. This is our annual. Just mark it down. Get everybody. We got it on record here. Hold up. Where's my phone at? I need to put it in my phone right now. We got it on record.
You want it right there? You want to put it right there? There you go.
All right. Text it to me.
I got it.
Take a picture of it and text it to me. All right. So we got everybody's on the record here. We can go over this. Look, like and Pam says we 20-0 because we got to read the Super Bowl also. Definitely.
Pay me. That's pay me.
Anthony says 15-3 because Eagles get another win with Gannon getting fired. Yes, you're right because this season is dubbed unfinished business. We're going to finish that business this year coming up, and I don't think a 13-4 record is going to dissuade us from doing that. We're still going to take care of unfinished business. So everybody's on the record here. Bill Crow says 15-2 sounds good. He's like, he likes that one. So everybody, thank you for joining us tonight. We'll be off next week. This is the off season, and we'll be returning in 2 weeks on Thursday. You might not see these guys; they don't show up to voluntary OTAs on the off season. So we might see them, we might not see them. I'm just happy we saw them tonight for the annual prediction.
What up, Nichelle?
So you guys, thank you for joining us. Thank you, Nichelle. Thank you, Pat, for coming and doing a show with me. It's nice to see y'all. I'll see y'all at training camp. All right, everybody have a good night. We'll see you guys. We're out. Peace.